one thing for me, just curious on like what it was like with your brother growing up. Obviously, you guys are two
Mm.
very high level athletes. All obviously a really good upbringing with your dad, and I'm sure there's a lot of stories on how he brought you guys up and turned you guys into elite. I mean, just plainly like elite volleyball players, and that's no glaze. Like that's genuinely what you guys are, right? Playing at the top
Appreciate
of the
it.
top. But yeah, what was that like? How maybe touch on maybe not struggles, but how you navigated maybe whether it was like pressure or you know I know you talked about recently or a couple months ago or whatever whenever it was about how your dad threw your second place medal in the river, like stuff like that.
I mean, that's a 10,000 page memoir right there.
Yeah.
In that self being raised in the Worsley household. How do you describe that? I'll say this: people meet me and they're like, "Oh, this guy's jolly. This guy's like a happy guy. This guy," and then they're like, "Oh, his must be like that in his family." No, my family's loving. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
How would I describe my dad? Intense. The Worsley household was constant intensity. Um, Very old school, I would
Hmm.
say for sure. My mom and my dad were both the oldest siblings in their family.
Hmm.
My mom was the daughter of immigrant, like first generation immigrants from
Yeah.
Germany. My dad grew up, and he was the man of the house. And so that being said, a little hardened, I would say. And and my brother and I, we would ultra competitive at all
Hmm.
times, but also we had this bond that no one can break. We're close in age, where I played pretty much every club. It's called every club year with him except for 1 year.
Got it.
Um, so we played all the way from when we were 6 and 7. We played 6 and 8. We played together. Except for 1 year, I was 11 playing. I was 11-year-old playing 14s. Got the bronze medal nationals, but we got third. But I still remember that semifinals match to this day. Also, my ADHD is really kicking in.
This
Also,
is
we got
we were getting our
penalized
money's worth.
8. Yeah, I try. I'm so scatterbrained right now. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. We were penalized 18 points because I said we didn't have to ref, so we left. And they said, "Where's the refing team?" Because we lost the semifinal match in the national championships. Lost to Tormar. We had them, but we lost in the third set. And then they're like, "Where's the refing team?" 18 minutes later, we're like, they said we didn't have the ref, so we
Wait,
all
this is
run
this is for
back.
what which match?
Dude, this is right before the bronze medal match. Like in US, like this is like before the bronze. And then so we ref a game, and they're like, "Yeah, you're penalized 18 points now for the bronze medal match."
Oh my
We're down
god.
18-0 first set. We lose the first set, and then we end up winning in 3. So we suck it. That was our first. That was actually cool because that was our first ever medal at nationals. That was really
Yeah.
cool. So, anyways, I forgot where I was going with that. But my brother, so then after that year, my brother went to 15s, and then I stayed in 14s when I was 12, or 12 and 13. And then after that, I played like 3 years of 18s and everything. So that was kind of wild. As a libero and then 2 as an outside hitter, I want to say. But how can I try to wrap this up as best I can. How about this? My brother and I love each other dearly, but we get into it.
Yeah.
We're older now. We're more mature handling this, but like there's times we just beat the crap out of each other after games.
Like
And
literally
my
or like
dad's okay with
figuratively?
that as long as there's no cheap shots, right?
Oh, so you mean like you
So,
guys are
for
throwing
example,
hands?
yeah, the last time luckily we didn't do this. The last time we did, we were in Hawaii. We were in Hawaii together. Remember, I messed up at the end of a match, and we were living together. Or I've stayed over at his apartment when I was a freshman because I'd stay in dorms. But before every match, it was actually before Long Beach. It was Long Beach. It was the night before senior night, my freshman year. I come as a serving sub. 14-12, we're up. Sub me in. 5th set. Stan Sheriff Center. 10,000 people.
Oh boy.
Unbeaten Long Beach. TJ DeFalco, NSYNC, Twiniga, and many, many more on that side. I go, serve it in the net. 14-13. and then they end up winning like 17-15.
4,700 rise as one. Worsley's been here before, by the way. Look at that concentration. And he serves it into the net. And a collective. By all the fans.
We get home. I was so destroyed. Because the service job, you have one job. I get home to the apartment. My brother gets home. He's like, "Way to screw it up tonight, Gage." And then we just start wailing on each other. So we start beating each other. Show up to serve and pass because it's back-to-back nights. Serve and pass. We show up the next day, and we had like just marks all over us. And we had to say, "Coach, this is just so you know, like me and my brother got in a brawl last night." Crazy thing is, 13-11, I get subbed in fifth set. Next night, I get an ace, 14-11. So now it changed. So then it changed in the fifth set. Same team, TJ. And then we end up winning. I serve out the match, and then it's crazy. So any lesson was learned there. Hey, you never know. You just got to keep going the next time. Anyways.
Or fight with your brother.
But my dad's very intense. He was the best club coach we've ever had.
Yeah.
To the foundation, like his fundamentals built an unbelievable Pac Rim team, like an like if I were to like name names, and you'd be like, what? Like, I think like 5 or 6 of us, my brother and I, weren't doing out of system, or maybe even 7 that'd be in the USA gym right now, in that one Pac Rim team. Unbelievable.
Dude,
that's like there were 7 of us that were all Americans in 1 year. I remember in college. 4 or 5 of us first team.
Okay, because I grew up in San Leandro, which is 20-25 minutes from where you went to high school. Right by Oakland. Yeah, right. Shout out Campo. Right by Oakland. And how did your dad recruit? Were they all recruited, or were they all homegrown kids?
So a lot of them. So this is how it went. Pac Rim in first years, it was all homegrown. It was like somewhere my dad's like, we were at another club and he wasn't happy with them. So then he's like, I'm gonna start Pac Rim, start my own club. One team only, baby. And it was our 14th team. And that's when we were top 3 in the nation first year. It was me, my brother, and a couple local kids that we just put together. And then we just defensed the heck out of people, honestly. And just mentality. One of my brother, and also something that my family installed in me, is like just mentality. Like, I will, and my brother does a good job of, he knows when I'm not like have that mental, just a side note, he has his ways of getting me going. Just that mental side of like, just like, I'm going to kill, for lack of better words here, I'm going to kill you. Like, I will kill you before, like, I'm not here to be your friend or anything like that. So when it's game time, it's game time. And I was 12 years old thinking like that. And Joe's 13, 14. We had a bunch of guys out there, just dogs. And we weren't very tall at all. And we ended up getting, remember, we got 3rd. We'd always finish top. We were always in the championship or win a lot of the tournaments and in the national tournaments, and then we got 3rd at nationals. But so it started like that. And then the next year we had 2 teams when my brother went up in age and I stayed down in age of 14s. 14th team, my team was the best in the nation, and it was all local grown talent. But then some people from the South Bay started coming down. And then same for Joe, they kind of started traveling all around. Mm-hmm. My 16s year that was when the Fresno market, that's when people from Fresno started traveling.
Bro.
And they were reaching out to us. By now, people are reaching out to us.
Yeah.
Right? So this is when we're getting like really good and stuff. And then we start playing USA national junior teams, et cetera, et cetera. As we're getting older, we're just getting all these friends. And I was 15, but our 17th year, we had a kid move from Texas to play for our team because his family wanted a better shot for him. And he moved to Fresno, and he would train down with the guys. And we have actually, these weekends were awesome. Imagine your best buds all staying at your house. You have double days, you have practice Saturday and Sunday. They get there Friday night. And you just practice them double day and just hang out all day, all in the same house every single weekend. And that was our weekend. And in the summers, it was double day every day. And so we'd all just hang out. And then at night, we'd just go to I don't know, we just have fun or whatever. Teenagers,
Yeah.
like, just play sports. And luckily, like, none of us were any trouble doers, so no one was doing anything like bad. Like, that easily can get ruined by like a bad apple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But none of us were like that or anything like that or disobedient. So it was just good vibes the whole time. Guys were super close, just super competitive all the time. Fast forward, then we were like, hey, dude, like remember Micah? He was in Hawaii. Joe and him were really good friends in the junior national team. He played at age up. They all graduated, and then they're like, dude, like Micah just missed that feeling of his club, Kaiulakoa. He missed that feeling, and he got that close feeling with Joe and my dad and stuff when he met him. And she's like, I'll play for you guys for sure. So he ended up playing with us and stuff.
Where was he? Where
And
was he living at
then,
the time?
yeah, so then, like, we had players from Hawaii. I'm going to try and rattle some off. Hawaii, Oregon, multiple from Hawaii, 3 from Hawaii. Oregon, middle of California, which is 6 hours away. Virginia, a guy moved from Puerto Rico. I'm missing a bunch, actually. Sorry. We had a lot of players from everywhere. But yeah, sorry, you had a question there.
No, I was asking because Micah's he's from Hawaii,
Oahu. Yeah.
right? But he moved out here to.
He
play for
joins
you
in the
guys.
summer. Yeah, so he
I
joins
see.
in the summer. And he just
I
lived with
see.
us. Like I said, like
Got
my
it,
mom
got
would
it,
make
got
these
it.
huge meals. We'd eat after. It was just unbelievable times.
Gotcha.
Unbelievable. And then we win the national championship that back to back. That was unbelievable. He was never the first one, but he won 7 before us. So 8 national championships for Micah, the most decorated junior player of all time. I don't think people know that.